we're going to discuss and differentiate problems about trigonometric function, logarithmic function, exponential function, and a maxima minima problem. So let's start. We have our first function here, a trigonometric function, and our equation is f of x is equal to tangent of raised to 4 times cosine sine x raised to 6. So first thing we're gonna do is rewrite the equation. So rewrite natin yung equation. So magiging tan cosine sine x raised to 6 is and yung 4 mapupunta dito sa last part ng equation. So next thing we're gonna do is apply the power rule. So yung 4 mapupunta sa unahan, tan yung 4 mapupunta dito, yung 4 mapupunta dito. Tangent cosine sine, copy lang yung nasa loob, tapos yung 4 magiging 3 because we're applying power rule. Next thing is hahanapin yung derivative ng tangent. So the derivative of tan is secant squared. Then copy lang yung nasa loob, which is cosine sine x raised to 6. Then yun na yung sa tangent. So next thing is the derivative of cosine times the derivative of cosine, which is negative sine. Gamitan natin yung parenthesis. Then copy lang yung nasa loob, sine x raised to 6. Then after ng derivative ng cosine is derivative na naman ng sine. The derivative of sine is cosine, basic cosine, tapos copy lang yung angle. Then yung x raised to 6 na naman yung hahanapan ng derivative. So apply the power rule, 6x raised to 5. So basically ito na yon, ito na lahat yung sagot. Ito na lahat, and ang gagawin na lang natin is simplify. So combine natin yung negative, hindi ka kita sa camera, negative 4 and 6. So 6 times 4 equals 24, negative 24 x raised to 5 equals cosine s6 sine x6 secant squared cosine sine x6 cos tan cos sine s6 raised to 3. So ito na po yung sagot. Ito na po yung overall na sagot. So our second problem is a logarithmic function. So our equation is d over dx, the 7th root of ln x. The 7th root of ln x. So first thing we're gonna do is to rewrite na naman natin yung equation. So cos d over dx ln x 1 over 7. So to rewrite the 7th root of ln x, magiging ln x over 1 over 7. So ito yung magiging ano niya. So next step is, so since na yung exponent is not only applicable to 6 but to the whole equation, the ln x, so hindi natin siya basta-basta ilagay dito. So we're gonna apply the chain rule, so which is the if you're deriving a composite function, example f of g of x is equal to f prime g of x, so ito yung chain rule, times g prime of x. So next step is gamitin natin yung power rule. So 1 over 7 is mapupunta siya sa harapan, tapos ln x 1 over 7 minus 1. So ito yung f prime natin times g of x, tapos times g prime. Yung g prime natin is equivalent, ang derivative ng ln x is equal to 1 over x. So ito yung g prime natin. So next thing is so 1 over 7 minus 1 is parang 1 over 7 minus 7 over 7 lang yan siya. So i-write natin yung equation, 1 over 7 ln x, so magiging 6 over 7 over 6 over 7 lang yan siya, times 1 over 6. So after that 6 over 7, diba? So after that ito na yung sagot, 1, so 1 dito sa taas, then 7x, combine na natin 7 at x, 7x. So diba yung ln x is merong negative exponent, so if ilalagay natin siya sa itaas, negative pa rin yan siya. So to get rid of that negative, nalagay natin siya sa baba. So ln x, okay, ln x 6, 7, so ganyan. So rewrite na lang natin yung answer para makuha natin yung sagot, 1, 7. So this is the answer, 7th root of ln x over 6. So ito yung sagot. So our third problem is about exponential function, and we have our equation here, f of x is equal to cosine 5x times 2e raised to 4x. So first thing we're gonna do is to apply the product rule para makuha para ma-derive natin tong equation. So the product rule is f prime of x is equal to f of x times g prime of x plus f prime of x times g of x. So ang f of x natin is, substitute lang natin to sa equation. So f of x natin is cosine 5x times the derivative of 2e raised to 4x with respect to x, 2e raised to 4x plus the derivative of cosine 5x times g of x. g of x, which is the 2e raised to 4x. So ito na. So we write cos sine 5x. What is the derivative of 2e? 2e raised to 4x is 8e over raised to 4x. Tapos plus the derivative of cosine 5x is, which is negative 5 sine 5x times 2e. So 2e raised to 4x. So simplify. So ito yung magiging sagot. 8e raised to 4x cosine 5x minus 10e minus 10e 4x sine 5x. So ito yung magiging sagot. So we have our last problem here. It's all about maxima, minima. And here's the problem. The rectangular frame is to be made from a piece of wire 180 centimeters long. So we have 4 areas na sasagutan. And the first one is express the width in terms of x. So to express the width in terms of x, because since the length is already expressed in x centimeters, so we should express the width in terms of x also. So to express, diba, we all know na yung perimeter ng rectangle is 2L plus 2 length plus 2 width, or basically it's 2x plus 2y is equals to 180 centimeters, or 180 lang. 180 lang. So divide natin ng 2 itong equation na to, magiging x plus y equals to 180. Diba? Divide ng 2, so divide pala ng 2, so magiging 90 na lang. So to express the width in terms of x, we should move the x into the right side. So my e1 is y is equals to 90 minus x. So this is how you express your width in terms of x. So ganyan. So next one is find the area in terms of x. So diba ang area ng rectangle is length times width. So we need to express that in terms of x. So yung area niya is equals to x 90 minus x. Ganyan. So to expand this equation, ito ay magiging 90x minus x squared. So ganyan. So alam na natin yung area niya in terms of x. So the third one is find x for the maximum area. So we need to derive this equation para makuha yung x for the maximum area. We should derive dA in terms of, we should derive a in terms of x, or dA over dx, 90 minus 2x. So the derivative of this equation is equal to 0. So alam na natin na equal to 0 siya. So we need to find the stationary point for the area. So hahanapin natin yung value ng x sa equation na to. So what we should do is 2x, then move the 90 to the right side. So magiging negative 90. Tapos divide natin siya ng 2 para maalis yung negative at 2 dito para x yung maiwan. Equals to 45. So ito na yung stationary point for the area. So the last one is to find the maximum area. All we need to do is to substitute this 45 sa mga x dito. Sa formula na to. Just to find the maximum area. Substitute lang natin tong 45 sa mga x. So, the area is 90 times 45 minus 45 squared plus 90 times 45 is equals to 4050 minus 45 squared 25, then minus natin silang dalawa, 25. So here's the answer. Here's the maximum area. So ganyan lang. Thank you for watching.